Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and I am here with the Sketch Challenge 2026 for April. So this is a collab that's hosted by lovely Lisa over at Crafting Diva, and she gives us a sketch which we can make anything we like from each month. And I'm going to use this Indigo Blue magazine, which I just got yesterday. I was at the supermarket and I spotted it and thought, that looks beautiful. And I couldn't wait to use this hair stamp. And when I was looking through the magazine, I saw that Lisa of Crafting Diva, she has got some of her work shared in here. That fox is gorgeous. So she's got some beautiful makes. I love that hedgehog as well. And those little mushrooms, all very gorgeous. But that is not all. We also have Katerina. No, not that page. Keep searching, Jenny. There's so many different people sharing their projects. So Create with Katerina is also sharing some of her makes. Here we go. And so yeah, so she's using different techniques, and I love these. They're so bright and cheerful, aren't they? That's gorgeous with the stencil. You'll see I have a bit of a false start with the stencil. But I'll not spoil it. You can see that when it happens. So yeah, so within this box set, you get quite a lot with these box magazines, don't you? I got the stencil. I got a whole load of sentiments, which I'm actually not going to use in this project. And this gorgeous A4 page full of stamps. So you see that fox and the hedgehog and the hare and lots of little flowers and things as well. And it also comes with papers. So I decided I was going to use some craft card and some browns and yellows. So I've already pre-cut a little bit. Now, I have a small hitch in the process here because I set up my stamping platform and then I go to get my inks, put you on pause, and I think it is some time later before, or no, maybe I don't. Maybe that's not when I put you on pause. Okay, so you see me stamping it. So I'm trying to stamp the hair in this brown archival ink, and then I'm going to do the grasses in a sort of greeny colour. So that just takes me a little bit of faffing to get that right. It's easier to add extra in than to take it away, as I have discovered many times. So I am being a bit more I'm not going over the top with ink at first so that I can see where it all goes. Plus it's the first time I've stamped this stamp, so I'm not 100% sure, because it's not got any ink on it yet. It's quite hard to see where does the hair stop and the grass start. So I am just going in a second time with that. I like this colour brown. It's a nice kind of warm colour. And then I just go back in and do some more of the green. And I think that looks quite cute. So I'll get rid of that. At some point I'm going to put this on pause, and it's going to be on pause for longer than I wanted it to be, but I'm going to let that dry. Now, what happened in that meantime was I tried to put embossing ink through the stencil and emboss it on the vellum. I didn't get any ink through it. But I have done some heat embossing with white of the sort of daffodil flower on there. So you'll see I embossed the sort of grass on the vellum circle, because just on its own it didn't stand out enough. And I used the sort of splodgy stamp and the texty stamp in different shades of brown on that vertical panel. So that's all you missed, really. And then I'm just cutting the strip that's going to run along about a quarter of the way up from the bottom. And so I'm taking some yellowy, orangey. I decided that strip I'd cut was too wide. I didn't want to cover up the whole of that brown, so I have used this one instead. And then I've inked round all the panels. So I've inked round the pattern paper that's the base of it. I've inked round each of the craft card panels. I've inked round the white panel with the hair on it. I've inked round the patterned paper behind that. All sorts of inking just to kind of pull it together. I don't know who invented doing that. Is it a Tim Holtz thing, or did somebody do it before him? Anyway, whoever did it is very clever, because I think it does make a difference. So yes, so I'm just going to pop that in place and then put the focal panel on top. I just love that hair. It's such a beautiful stamp. I think it's worth the price for the box magazine for that alone. And it's a big size stamp too. Although I'm sure I'll get use of the other ones. I like the fact it's got a squirrel, because sometimes I make squirrel cards. That's a wee bit of a joke from my mum, because she's got squirrels that annoy her in her garden. They dig up her bulbs and they bury nuts and things in her lawn, and she's got a battle going on. So that is all of the elements apart from those 3 dots down the side. So you also get this little die set in the magazine, which has got this wee daffodil head. So I'm going to cut that out, and it's such a dinky wee size, I can put it through my baby blue. So I've done it with pale yellow and a sort of more sunshine yellow. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, I'm going to do a bit of a mix and match with some paper piecing, so that the outer petals are going to match the outline of each daffodil, but the inner, the sort of trumpety bit is going to be, it's going to be the pale yellow in the stronger yellow one, and the stronger yellow in the pale yellow one. So that's what I'm just going to do here, and I think they are quite cute. Initially, there's lots of lovely papers in this box, and I was going to do a kind of greeny one for spring, but then I decided I wanted those little I wanted to use the craft card, and I wanted to use those little daffodils. That was in my plan from the start. So this is quite a big card for me. It's an 8x8 card base, which I don't often use, but there's so many details on this sketch that I thought a larger card base would be best for it. So I'm desperate to see what everybody else does. So there is a large group of us who are all participating in this challenge. Most of us on YouTube, but not all. Some are on Instagram, and you will find everybody listed in the description box below. So you can hop on over at your leisure and check on everybody's projects, and it's amazing how people do things so differently from the same sketch. So people make like a journal page or gift bag, ATCs. What else has people made? I'm having a brain blank. I can't think, but I'm sure lots of other things as well. But yeah, so that is my finished card lined up next to the sketch. So if you would like to join in, all you need to do is share your project and use the hashtag. Thanks so much for watching. Take care now. Bye.